me, don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pick it up, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. 180.
Number 53, Mike 53.
I got it.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's go.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this is Shepard on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, 53.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Hey, mark the screen.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And it's complete to Kelce. And they work this out past the 25. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. On first down, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he comes back with one complete. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Murray to air it out again. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
It's caught by Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Check 53's Mike.
I'm coming.
Garoppolo again. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Going to give this time to the tailback. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Got it. 50. Mike's 50. Hey, that's scared. 81. Check 9, check 9.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Let's go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he takes zone for a Giant TD. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Corey Davis. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Slam, slam, slam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, come on, come on. Show it up, show it up.
At the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Hey. 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Watch QB drop.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Giants 24, Panthers 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles.